So this is the news that many people have been waiting for. People who love to visit the Philippines. Philippines lifts ban on foreign tourists as outbreak eases. Manila, Philippines. The Philippines will lift the ban on the entry of foreign tourists and business people next month after nearly 2 years in a move to revive the battered tourism industry as the latest coronavirus outbreak started to ease, officials said Friday. Tourism Secretary Berna Romulo-Puyat said the country will reopen its doors to travelers from more than 150 countries with visa-free privileges starting February 10th. Foreign travelers will no longer be required to quarantine in government-designated centers upon arrival if they have been fully vaccinated and tested negative prior to arrival, officials said. The question is, tested negative when? Within 24 hours, 48 hours, 72 hours? Because getting to the Philippines is no joke, you know. It takes so many hours to get there, and then you need to get that test. So that needs some clarification. The government had initially planned to lift the ban on December 1st, but indefinitely postponed it as the more contagious Omicron variant spread, which also prompted authorities to reimpose tighter restrictions. President Rodrigo Duterte warned that unvaccinated Filipinos who defied orders to stay at home could face arrest. Commuters who have not been immunized were also prohibited from public transport in the capital region of more than 13 million people, unless on urgent errands, for at least up to the end of the month. The decision has sparked protests from human rights and labor groups. The number of daily infections has dropped considerably in the capital in recent days. We are done with border control, Health Undersecretary Rosario Vergara told a news conference, adding that government focus has shifted to preventing community transmission of the Omicron variant, which has caused 5 deaths in the country so far. We are also aware that there is no room for complacency given the unpredictability of the virus, Puyat said. We will closely monitor the situation and ensure that health and safety protocols are strictly implemented in all tourism establishments. The number of tourists dropped by more than 6 million, and more than 1 million Filipinos lost their jobs in tourism businesses and destinations in the first year of the pandemic alone, according to government statistics. Tourism destinations, including popular beach and island resorts, resembled ghost towns at the height of the pandemic. The Philippines has reported more than 3.5 million confirmed COVID-19 infections, with 53,801 deaths, the second highest total in Southeast Asia after Indonesia. I was there in 2019, September 2019. I went to Al-Qaeda, the casino. There's also, I think, City of Dreams or something like that. That's another one. And then there was another casino I went to. Very beautiful. Those people so well dressed. The people who work at the casino, and to think all these people all lost their jobs. Yeah. Which is a shame, because during the pandemic, all the casinos, all the stuff closed down. And Al-Qaeda, I remember that when that was in the news, they was promising like thousands of jobs, and then think like a couple of years later, that's it, closed down due to the pandemic. Hopefully, these people can get their jobs back, and that's not too far from SM Mall of Asia, or Okada, you know. Yeah, and I think it's Pasay area of the Philippines. Yeah, so hopefully the Philippines opens up soon because they've been losing a lot of money. They have lots of beautiful islands and hotels. You got hotels. You got restaurants. All the hospitality industry, like taking people out, like the underground river, for example, in Palawan. All those places. Those tour guides depend on tourism, and to think all that has been shut down. So hopefully they open up, fast too. And this say it's gonna be February 10th. Yeah, right there. So let's see. Hopefully, see you in the Philippines.